Hello everybody, welcome back to another MVP clip. Today we are discussing who the 6th Lieutenant of MVP's 9th Gen is. And the 6th Lieutenant of MVP 9th Gen is none other than my boy, Jacob. Now, how did Jacob become Lieutenant? Why does he deserve this position? We're going to explain and discuss that all right now. So let's talk about Jacob. Jacob is a kid that was brought in the MVP by Joke and Dopey. He was playing some random matches or whatever, and he saw the MVP thing and he wanted to join. When I first met Jacob, you know, even though he knew he was a kid, he was trying to be as mature as he can and as serious as he can, you know, for the position. You know, you're a little kid, you got an opportunity to join a good clan in a game you're passionate about. Of course, you're going to be a little nervous. The thing I loved about Jacob's member run was his accuracy time. There was something about this fucking kid's accuracy timing that was so spectacular. I think I did a clip. I can't remember what it's called, but it was, I think it was the sweatiest something against something, I don't know. And we were all playing on raid. And Jacob's the only guy using a goddamn sniper rifle. And I'm using a light machine gun. I'm shooting, I shot 6 bullets in him. He can't see me. I'm like where the statue is. So obviously there's that the stairway, and there's blocks around me. Like, he literally looks at the signature on his body of where he's being shot. He just turned and shot and killed me in like a split second. And that was happening throughout the whole game. Even when we were on Nuketown, it's the same thing. Like, Jacob's never beat me in a 1v1, but his accuracy timing is so god level. It's just something about this kid's accuracy timing that was really unique. It just reminded me of how well I used to try to perfect my accuracy timing in my member run, and I was nicknamed the fastest MVP member in history. Now, Jacob is very skilled. Any new gun that comes out, just like the 4th Lieutenant Gasser, he's gonna try to unlock it. He's gonna try to do the Call of Duty, you know, challenges that they have to get the damn gun, so that he is not far behind every other kid that already has the gun and is beating everybody out online. So when it comes to grinding, getting on the game, practicing your weapon, mastering it, Jacob is that guy. For a young kid, he knows exactly what attachments he needs on any gun he uses. He knows he has good placement on the map. During a little bit, like a couple weeks of his training with me, cause I can't play every day like I was when I was in high school, but you know, I really worked on him with map positioning, map control, and spawn trapping. Before, he was just basically rushing out. If he sees you, he kills you in a split second. But he had a weird pattern of doing the same thing. He never really tried spawn trapping or map control. He never really thought, okay, if I kill him here, he's gonna spawn here. And when he mastered that, his 1v1 started to get a lot better. When he started to face Gasser, he didn't get completely wrecked. Gasser was still holding his own and was still confident he was going to win, but Jacob did catch him off guard a couple times. Same thing with Antisocial. When he sniped Antisocial, it was fairly close, and it was an amazing fucking match. You can search it, Antisocial versus, put MVP Antisocial versus Jacob. A unique sniping match. When it comes to sniping, I would say Jacob is around the best in his generation. I'm pretty sure him and Antisocial are pretty much like head to head with that, because everybody else in the generation can't snipe that good. Like, when Tipsy joins the party, obviously Tipsy would be the best sniper in there. Like, Tipsy was the first elite, which is a co-leader in our sniping division that I led when I was 3rd cap of MVS. So yes, Tipsy is an all-around great MVP player. He's a legend. But if we're just talking 9th gen as a whole, I'm pretty sure Antisocial and Jacob are literally head to head with who the best sniper is, and they would have to do a first 1 to 10 or a 5 to see who the best of it is. Jacob, he's a great strategist. After the training he had with me, he never really strategized his match. He always won matches in his COD career before based off of his pattern with his friends, but MVP is just a whole different ball game, and he slowly adapted. What else can I say? Online, Jacob, he went from like going a little bit negative to going positive here and there to, after his training with me, and then unlocking new weapons, he was phenomenal online. Like when he started off, he was already good. Like he had great accuracy time. He was averaging 30 kills. But now when we're playing objective games, he's getting like 70, 80 kills. He's getting like 60 kills, same as me. And I'm using a light machine gun. He's just using an assault rifle. And yeah, Jacob, he knows what he's doing online. It's just that it's skill-based matchmaking. Like if this was Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, in TDM, Jacob would be getting like 45 plus kills. No doubt. Like without breaking a sweat, 45 plus kills. No skill-based matchmaking. 45 plus kills per game. His KD would probably be like 388 or 390, I'm pretty sure. A very skillful person. His personality, like Jacob is an individual that is also like Moss. He's very charismatic. He's gonna do call outs like Gasser, but he's also going to influence the team. Like, come on guys, we're so close, we can win. Like, he's like a kid that was once a water boy, but now he's a player, but he still has that water boy like tenacity and hustle. So like Jacob knows how to will the spirit of the team, and Jacob knows like even when he loses, you know, he tries to discuss what we did wrong and what we could have done better. Not in an insulting way, but just in a way where, like, you know, he knows when he's having a good day and an off day. Personally, I've been trying to motivate Jacob for the captain position because he's very young, and the youngest captain in our history was the second general of MVP when he became the first cap, which was Edward. And he motivates himself to be not just the best sniper in MVP as a whole, because of Trevor Smith, another one of my students who founded our sniping division, came up with it and everything. But he also wants to be the best player in any guns as well. So all I can really say, Jacob, is to be a captain, to get to that level, the same mindset that you took when you were in the duel tournament and you were training yourself ahead of time for the tournament, and you were a little nervous because you know how good all these other guys in 9th gen are, and you have a good eye on who you might lose to. Like, to set yourself ahead of everybody, your mindset has to be as egotistical as Moss, which is like, you don't just want to be on par, you want to be even better. And and I know every match when you dropped like 60 plus and 70 plus kills, like your mindset was that I want to get more kills than cheesemo, I want to get more kills than everybody here. And that's great. That's great. As a Call of Duty player, you need that mindset. You can't have the mindset like, okay, I got him on my team, we're gonna win, we're gonna do good. What about you? Obviously they're gonna do good, but what about you? You know what I mean? To become, for all you guys to even think about captain, you gotta think that I am better than every single lieutenant in my generation. Scratch that. I'm better than every lieutenant in all of MVP history. If you have that mindset, then yes, you are deserving to be captain. You are deserving to even say that I can be that guy. Because being that guy means that you're better than everybody in your gen to be strong enough to have your own generation. Now, yes, you can still be the greatest lieutenant of all time. You can still support bring in people, still be a co-leader, and still give advice and train people and take any member you want as a team online and pretty much do the same thing as a cap. But the problem that you're gonna get eventually is am I always gonna be a lieutenant? Is this the best that I can do right now with my time and everything like that? Is this as strong as I'm ever gonna be? These things will hit your mindset, because it hit mine when I was a lieutenant for 2 years. And I said I was done. It took one match, and I realized that I was ready to face the first cap. Undefeated. Best of the game. Best KD, best score per minute. Literally takes Edward no less than a week to beat the game and get diamond. And I had to beat that guy to become second cap. And everybody believed that I can do it. And everybody believed that there was one person that can surpass him. It was me. So all I can say is as 6th lieutenant, I really want you to be very memorable. There hasn't really been a lot of memorable 6th lieutenants in MVP. There was Super Pig, but he was there and then he was gone. And then maybe he got a different console. I don't know. We didn't really have the communication social media wise that we have now in MVP back in fucking 2015, 2014. So I really want you to be a memorable 6th lieutenant. Take it serious and really bring pride back to that number. I would say arguably you are the heartbeat of 9th gen. But to be the heartbeat, you would have to be the 9th lieutenant of the gen. You would have to literally be the number of the generation. You're a heartbeat in a sense. Like, having you on the team, I feel safe. I feel like it's balanced, and I feel that you have my back. And I know you're gonna do a great job. You're not egotistical, but what you are is you're very like proud and passionate about bettering yourself and being the best player that you can be within this game. So all I can say is keep up the good work, and just like Moss, continue your training, because if you do that and you're consistent, you will always be at your best, and lieutenants should always be at their best every day. You don't know if it's going to be a clan war, a 1v1, a trash talker online. If you are not at your best and you lose, then you are a loser. If you're not first, you're last. And what you and all the other 5 lieutenants in 9th gen have to think about is, can we become the 6th cap? Am I strong enough mentally and physically to be one of the greatest players in MVP history? And can I beat every single person in my gen, along with Illuminati from other gens, like Tipsy, like Pam, like Savage, like, you know, anybody. There's so much lieutenants in MVP. I think since there's 6 lieutenants now, that's like I think like 84 lieutenants in all of MVP. 84, and out of 84 only 5 became cap. So that must tell you something. So look, keep up the great work. I think I already told you on what to work on. Just keep training consistently, and that's it. Because when it comes to call outs, when it comes to motivating your team, you're just like Moss. You do it 100% of your ability, and that always gets us to work harder, including myself. And yeah, you be the best player that MVP has ever seen. So these are the 6 lieutenants promoted. So for those who don't know, the 1st lieutenant of 9th gen is Dopey. 2nd is Joke. 3rd lieutenant is Antisocial. 4th lieutenant is Gasser. 5th lieutenant is Moss, and 6th lieutenant is Jacob. There's still quite a few members still, but these 6 individuals, if they continue to play COD, which I'm motivating them not to, because Modern Warfare 2 is not going to be fun, will change the landscape of MVP. So I love you guys. Enjoy your day. This is going to be the last Cold War video that I'm going to post unless somebody wants to be captain. And the next video that you will see is maybe a video tomorrow about like you know, me on Storm against Super Saiyan or something. It was a really good match. So I'll catch you guys later.